So that client wants to hire you, but she wants to know how long her project is going to take. What do you say? This video will show you exactly what to say, even if you have no idea how long that project will take, because you've never done it before. Hi, I'm Lauren Golden here with a new episode of Free Mama TV, showing moms like you how to start and run a successful freelancing business from home. Subscribe to my channel and hit that bell to be notified when I post a new episode of Free Mama TV right here each and every Tuesday. A few months ago, we showed you how to invoice your clients for the work you do, and you loved it, but we kept hearing you ask, how can I tell how long a project will take when I've never done that particular thing before? That's a great question. So today we're going to do a deep dive into time management, specifically how much time to allot for a project and how to answer that tricky question from your clients. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to say whenever someone asks you, how long will it take, even if they're asking you about something you've never done before. But before we get into it, I have a question for you. Have you ever thought a project would take 5 hours and it wound up taking 10 or more? What did you do? Let me know in the comments below this video. So let's say that you've just taken on a new client who needs you to go through her 10,000 emails and get her inbox functioning again. How the heck are you supposed to know how much time it's going to take to go through 10,000 emails? Well, if you've never done anything like that before, you won't have a clue. But here's how you can start to get a clue. It starts with tracking your time for every activity that you do. And the best tool for that is Toggl. If you've never used Toggl before, this video will help you get started. A great tool for tracking hourly projects is Toggl. Here's a quick overview. So this is the Toggl interface. You can use it a variety of different ways, but this is how you would access it through a browser inside of your window. And when you're ready to start a project for a client, you can come over here to this little file tab folder right here. Now, once you're using Toggl to track everything you do, you'll be able to tap into that data. So you could go back and see how much time it takes you to go through your own email, or how much time it took you to clear out your 100 emails for a client, or any other similar tasks you've done in the past. You want to rely on actual data, time you've really tracked, and not just estimates. Our memories are notoriously unreliable, and we nearly always spend longer on tasks than we think we will. So let's say that you review your Toggl logs and see that in the past, it's taken you about an hour to go through and file 100 emails. Now this becomes a math problem, and that's easy. 10,000 emails divided by 100 emails per hour means you're looking at a task of about 100 hours. Now you're probably looking at that number and thinking, I can't charge my client for 100 hours. I agree. It's going to be hard to get your client to pay for 100 hours at an hourly rate. But once you know that the work is going to take about 100 hours, you can figure out how much you want to earn, and then you can quote your client a project price. Here's the thing. Even after you quote that project price, you should keep tracking your time with Toggl. That way, you can hold yourself accountable. You can see if you continue tracking around 100 emails an hour. Are you getting better and faster at this task over time? Well, that's great, but it doesn't mean that you should be paid less, right? Continually tracking your time gives you accurate information you can use to improve your calendar management and your pricing structure over time. If you know you can handle a specific task in 3 hours, you could create standard and rush pricing for that package. Meaning, if someone needs that thing done right away, you can get it turned around by the end of the day for an additional fee. If the client isn't in a rush, you can charge your regular price and get it delivered by the end of the week, or whatever you've agreed upon. But what exactly are you supposed to say to the client who wants an answer to, how long will this take? First of all, you should never feel pressured to give an answer on the spot. It is perfectly acceptable to say, I'm gonna have to check my records and get back to you. I don't wanna give you the incorrect information without looking that up. If the client isn't interested in letting you make sure you have the numbers right, they're probably not a good fit. Then you do just that. You check the information you do have. So if the client wants to know how long it will take you to resize 100 images and you've never done that before, you first check to see if you've ever tracked yourself resizing any images. No? That's okay. Figure out the process you're going to use and see how long it takes you to do one or two. Then work the math. The more you track yourself doing things, the more data and information you'll have accessible, and the better you'll be able to estimate how long things will take. You have to start somewhere. So go get Toggl set up and running and start tracking your time. And if you really want to next level your time management skills, you need to get your hands on the Daily 5. It's the exact productivity system I've used to build my own business, and it's the last planner you'll ever need. Plus, it's free, and you can find the link to get it just below this video. Also, if you want to join a community of mamas just like you, I have a Facebook group where thousands of mamas come together for support and action-taking tips and motivation. As always, if you liked this video, please let me know by liking it below, subscribe, and share it with your fellow mamas. And comment below with hashtag I am a free mama if you're excited to start tracking your time with Toggl. All my family is yelling. I'm like, okay, I'm recording another video, and they're like, ah! I'm like, pass. Okie doke. Okay. We can read. View your Toggl. You can figure about how much you are on the spot. Then you just do that. Then you first check to see if you've ever tracked yourself for sizing. Are these words? My brain is not at the same, we're not there. So if the client wants you to know, good enough, I still messed that up.